Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. We're on the road at Bugg Farm. Stay tuned. We got a lot of good stuff and you get a chance to meet Mr. Bugg himself. Welcome to Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today. Today we're at Bugg Farm this afternoon, and we are also Facebook Live. So we got a lot of exciting stuff going on today. We're going to be grilling some steak and chicken and also some vegetables from this farm here, from his farm. And these guys are here. We're going to let them explain a little bit about this. And guess what? I'm going to grill some okra just like this. All right, and I'm gonna talk about these peas too. And nothing like some fresh corn. All right, you see all these items over here, we'll do something special with. But for now, I'm gonna introduce you to the man. This farm, it got a lot of good stuff about it. I think the archives needs to be down here. Come on over. All right, this is Mr. Bugg.
How you doing, Chef?
How you doing, man? Good to see you again. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. And we are Facebook Live, so all this information we got on this nice card right here, I'm gonna hold it up to the camera so our viewers can see it. All that information on there, you know, he got Facebook, check him out. And I'm gonna let him tell you about what he got going on. All right?
Well, just a little bit of background about me. I actually grew up on this farm. My dad worked it, my mom just grew up here. And out of high school, I decided to join the military. 30 years later, I found myself back here. So I've been back here on the Bugg Farm now for 3 years. And in 3 years, you know, we was able to make a lot of good progress. We able to put in a high tunnel, drip irrigation. We went from maybe 5 herd of cattle to 22.
Wow.
And we started growing. That's the beauty about it. We went from little pieces of equipment and hoe to now we have ATVs, mowers, and tractors and coolers. And I can expand a little bit more on the cooler, but you know, these are all things that really, really help makes the farm work. Especially for a guy like me. But yeah, and so what every season, our menu, our growing menu, we're excited to start off mostly with, you know, your leafy greens like your kale, your collards, cabbages, turnip greens. We get an early start in the hot tunnel with our tomatoes. And we do, throughout the year, we do sweet corn, we do peas, we do watermelon, we do bell pepper, we do red potatoes, just a whole host of your farm items, zucchini, squash, cucumbers. So we do a good little bit here on the Bugg Farm.
Yeah. These guys right here, you know, some of the people boil them. I'm gonna do something different with them. I'm gonna eat me one right now, though. Tell me about this, so the viewers out there.
Okay, so these are what they call pink eye purple heart. These was one of my dad's favorite, and the community loves them. They're real good pea to plant. They're real easy, low maintenance, and they're real easy pea to eat. They good on the diet.
Right.
Oh yeah. You can see it kept me in shape over the years. The thing about them when you shell them, what most people tell you, it'll turn your fingernails, it'll paint them purple. So any of you out there that want some purple fingernails, all you have to do is buy a half a bushel of these and it'll turn your fingernails purple.
Yeah, it started with me and it's just hit one.
So, but no, they're very easy vegetable to work with.
Good, good, good. I see you got a vine of beans, look like?
Yeah,
Those are
running butter beans. That's
yeah,
right.
running butter beans. Your mom told me about that.
Yeah,
she
that's,
told me the history on that.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, when I grew up, you had the low crawl to pick the beans.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, they came out with these running butter beans, so you can just stand at, you know,
pick them.
and
made
pick
easy.
'em. Right.
Yep. And I see a piece of equipment. That right there.
Yeah, that was my dad's.
And he used that with a mule, right?
With a mule.
That was that early plying.
That's right.
Now you got something to do the plying a little bit easier.
A little bit easier, that's right.
A lot more horsepower, right?
A lot more horsepower.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get started.
Okay.
And I would love for all our viewers, if you get a chance, please come visit the farm. And I think he's at one of the markets in town in LaGrange. Could you tell me what date that is?
Yeah, we do our markets here on Fridays from 5 to 7. We do Market on Main on Saturdays from 8 to 10. We do West Georgia Farmers Co-op markets from 9 to 1. And if you follow me on Facebook, we're in 4 different locations. And if you follow me there, you'll see the different locations that we're at each month. So, and those are just a few means of how we get rid of our produce.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess I'll get started cooking so I can feed you because it's about lunchtime.
We got a crew waiting on you.
I know. I know.
All right.
All right. All right. Let me get started with these purple hull peas and this okra and a salad. But first of all, I need to season up some meat and season up some chicken. Then I go from there to the produce. All right. Starting with the peas. Yep. I don't mind having purple hands. I don't mind at all when it comes to getting something good to eat. Now, you know, a lot of people boil these. What I'm going to do, I'm going to saute some of them with a little seasoning and treat it like it's an appetizer or a snack. You know, peas can be done for that. If you're a vegan out there or not, and if you like simple foods, if you like peanuts or something like that, roast these guys with a little oil and seasoning. Good eating. Good for you too. All right. So you don't have to boil them all the time. And you can also put them in a salad. Yep, and see one jump right over in the salad. Just these jumping purple hull peas. So, you know, that kind of stuff. And where I work at Vernon Woods, we use these also, but not as fresh as these are. These some good peas. And you may notice I'm snapping from one end and pulling on the other. All right. Nothing like being out on the farm too, you know. Some people think when you see a farm, you're gonna see all the livestock and all that kind of stuff. Not all the time. You see a lot of work going on, and to do a farm, to work on a farm, you're a special person. You gotta love the outside and you gotta love hard work. And farming isn't easy. You know, it's easy to cook food at the table, but to harvest food and to harvest it right, you know, so it can be safe at your table, you know, you tip your hat off to the farmer. The next time you see a farmer or you think you could do it, you know, if you even got a small garden at home, it takes a lot of labor, a lot of intense labor just to get food on the table. And I do understand he do have livestock here too. He said something about he got some 22 herds. That's a lot. All right. After this one, I'm gonna stop and saute some of these guys with a little seasoning, a little bit of oil. Can't forget those guys. Now, most people think this is trash. This is compost. We on a farm, they recycle that. You reuse it. There's no waste. Everything get reused. A little bit of oil. Pinch of salt. This is red wine vinegar. That's to give it a little flavor. This is what I call just a little bit of heaven's secret. It's just a seasoning. It's a smoked applewood seasoning. And you may notice over here, I did not put a lot of oil in that pan because I wanted to crisp up these peas. Get good and hot. I'm gonna let it slow cook. All right. Now, getting that out of there. Now I'm finna put the same thing back in here for his oil. This is dressing for that salad right there. You want a little bit of olive oil and vinegar, a little bit of salt, even though vinegar is a little salty. Now this seasoning here. Okay, and just a touch of mustard. And this is a spicy mustard here, and I'm gonna whisk this up. I believe I need a little bit more olive oil there. Oh yeah, now that's better. That's better. All right. My peas are sauteing a little bit. And I'm gonna take those peas, put it in here, also set some of them to the side and use for appetizers. All right, now my corn. Take all these guys. This right here, cattle food. So when you go to the market and you take that corn husk, that home that you throw away, save it. If you got a garden at home, you can make compost with it. A good compost. All right. Let's set it on the ground here. Hey guy, when you see worms or anything like that in it, that don't mean it's bad. That worm, it provides a lot of nutrient and help to the product itself. And that's the good thing about it. Yeah, worms like to eat too. You know, Mr. Boss told me all bugs ain't bad bugs on a farm. You need bugs on a farm, so all those people who like to put pest control out there while they grow in their garden, think about that. All right, step off to the side here. Got that all washed up. take this off, like so. It's okay, it got a little husk in it. Nothing wrong with a little husk. Haven't hurt anybody. Very sweet. All right. It's going in here. And okra. Now my okra, I'm gonna put it directly on the grill. I got a little bit of black pepper. And I'm using a vegetable oil on this. And the reason why I'm using a vegetable oil on it is because okra absorbs a lot of oil. It absorbs that fabric to the skin of it. It absorbs a lot. And these guys going directly on here. And I want them to be kind of crunchy, you know, with a little bit of crisp to it. So you don't have to bread okra, fry it, all that kind of stuff, or stew it. You can just set it on your grill there, and you're gonna see on the sides of it, as it grills, it's gonna ooze out a little bit. But the skin, the texture of the skin gonna be kind of rubbery, crispy like. You notice how that one began to bend up? All right. Okay. My peas, they done got a little crispy. I hope you can see how crispy they are. Let me try something here. They begin to crisp up and brown up. And you can season these with salt, pepper, or spice like Cajun seasoning, and toss them around and let it dry out and pop it in your mouth like a peanut. That got good flavor. All right, that takes care of those guys. And this salad right here, it's a spring mix. It got a little bit of spinach, kale, endive. Speaking of all those things, all this back here, you might find that out there. And this is that vinaigrette. Toss it on there. Nice looking salad so far. But I'm gonna take another piece of corn and cut it and add to it. All right. And I'm prepping all my produce first before I put my chicken and my beef on there. And that's going directly on there. So if you hear something pop and act like a popcorn, that's what's going on there. But that's temporarily, so I can add to that. Now, my beef, I got a piece of flank steak from Publix. Season these guys. This is the applewood seasoning. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on here. Normally I would marinate my meat. And any good meat need a little salt. This meat need a little oil. And set them on there. I'm gonna let that cook to it's about a medium rare temperature to medium. And in the meantime, clean this guy off a little bit because I got chicken coming up next. And I'm gonna flip this board over so it won't be no cross-contamination going on. And that's from green vegetables earlier. This here is some chicken I got from Publix. And it's some boneless thighs. Now, this olive oil, mustard, salt, black pepper, and just a tad bit vinegar. And mix these guys together like that. And I'm gonna also put it on that flat grill over there. And this gonna be a grilled mustard chicken. And it's gonna have it's going on a bed of lettuce also. All right. And you may notice I did my produce first, so I won't cross-contaminate anything. And I forgot my gloves. That's a rare thing for me to do. Look at that. In a short time, that looked real good. And you see the corn here, how it began to turn and sweeten? And it's the same way with the okra. And if you ever had fried okra in a skillet, you will love that. All right, grab a plate. Now, when I get ready to do the salad, that's going to be for that chicken. And I'm going to do one for the steak also. Except for the steak going to have the vegetables with it. And it'll be on the side. Get some of those sweet peas and corn down at, hid themselves down at the bottom of my bowl. All right. Now that's okra eating. When you eat it like that, and it still got that crunch to it, and the light seasoning, you can actually taste the okra itself. And some people probably say, well, I would have never thought of putting okra with a steak, but why not? I want you to do this at home. Normally I would cut this on a board, but I want to get that presentation out there. And you see, there's nothing wrong with eating that. I hope the viewers out there can see this. That's a steak salad using just the vegetables from here. There's a lot more other vegetables out there that I could have used, but I chose these few for the simple fact it's different. All right, now move this guy over here. Put a piece of chicken on here and let it cook. All right, leave that steak on there, and I'm gonna set them to the side. The next plate, once that chicken get done, I'm gonna slice it up and put it on top of here. Okay, that's the presentation of that. All right, so I hope I hadn't overstood my time on Facebook Live. I hope people are enjoying watching me out there, and things going well. But all the things I showed you today, 85% of them are fresh from this farm, and you can come on. And I'm gonna bring Mr. Bugg's back and let him try this salad on air. I don't know if you like your meat medium rare.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. Let me get you some utensils, and we're gonna let you taste it on air because this is your food.
Okay, all right. And if I could just add too, we are a natural farm. Everything is natural. We use no fertilizer, no chemicals on the farm. Everything is a natural base.
See, that's what I was talking about. That stuff right there. I've been touching all kinds of other stuff. Now you know we live. We're doing this, right?
Okay.
Go ahead, help yourself.
All
Let me
right.
see if I can get you a napkin. I don't know if you drink Coke
Oh, Coke is great.
or water. It's a Coca-Cola product. Well, let me know what you think about those peas, those purple hull.
Steak is great.
And you not like that crunch of that okra, but you still got the texture of okra.
Oh, wow. Everything is good.
You like those peas?
Absolutely.
Yep. And that corn, I try to keep that corn simple. You know, great. And we're gonna make sure all the staff that here works with you have a little something to eat too.
Okay.
So I make sure we prep a little bit of that. And
Oh, really good.
that should be all from Healthy Cooking with Chef Jeff today out at Bugg's Farm. All right, and we are live on Facebook. Please watch us. All right.